The Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV proudly presents the 2022 Girls Soccer State Championship Semi-State Round from Bill Ticknor Memorial Field in Grayson, Kentucky. As the 16th Region Champion East Carter Raiders welcome the 10th Region Champion Bishop Brossart Mustangs. Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River Cities Builders, Stoltz Pharmacy, First National Bank, All-American Graphics, Pure Country Automotive, Primary Plus Healthcare, Grayson Sporting Goods, Johnny's Pizza, Smithfield Foods, State Senator Robin Webb, Malone Funeral Home, and Ashland Community and Technical College. Now let's go to the pitch for tonight's call of the 2022 Girls Soccer State Championship Semi-State Contest between East Carter and Bishop Brossart on the Cool Hits Sports Network. And welcome into tonight's broadcast as we get you ready for girls soccer action in the state tournament. The semi-state round, it's East Carter 16-6-1, the champions of the 16th region, against Bishop Brossart 13-8-4, the champions out of the 10th region. James Carter, happy to have you along with us here tonight on Cool TV and the Cool Hits Sports Network on a cool and cloudy night. I should say cool, it's cold. But clouds hanging overhead here tonight. It's been rather cold, to say the least, and even some areas saw some snow earlier this morning, but we're ready for some semi-state action in girls soccer. The only girls soccer game in the semi-state round still yet to play. The winner of this game will advance on to Thursday night and will be on the road regardless of what happens, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for first kick, East Carter and Bishop Brossart in the semi-state round of the Girls State Championship Soccer Tournament as we continue here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever.
But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stoltz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stoltz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stoltz Pharmacy.
Taking a look at tonight's matchup with Bishop Brossart, 13-8-4 as they come in winners out of Region 10. They've been outscored by East Carter by almost 40 goals, 85 goals to East Carter's 120. But the one big piece to put out there about East Carter, and we'll talk about this one in just a few moments as well, but is Ellie Thomas available to go tonight after going down in the regional championship game against Russell on Saturday night? Talking with head coach Tyler Walker just a few moments ago, and she indeed will be playing tonight. So the leading goal scorer for the Raiders, 42 goals to be exact. She scored about half as many goals as the entire Brossart team. So it'll be interesting to see how she works with that ankle as it moves forward. Brossart defeated Campbell County 1-0 in the 10th Region Championship. They went through George Rogers Clark in the semifinals and in Pendleton County in the opening round. They lost their district championship game to Campbell County 2-0, but found themselves back in here. They were the tied for the second most wins behind Campbell County. George Rogers Clark, the head of the class there in the 10th at 14-4-2. So we'll take a break. We come back, we'll meet our starting lineups and get you ready for first kick. East Carter and Bishop Brossart here on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Jennifer Epperly, loan officer at First National Bank in Canonsburg. I personally invite you and all local businesses to visit our beautiful new building in Canonsburg on U.S. Route 60 next to the Walmart entrance. We offer many services including personal, mortgage, and business loans. First National Bank is locally owned by the McGuire family of Ashland and has been in business since 1902. We aim to give you the personal attention and best customer service there is to offer. Come inside, talk with us, and let us make you a part of the First National Bank family. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
If you need custom screen printing and embroidery work done, then you need to see the professionals at All American Graphics at the end of the AA Highway in Grayson. All American Graphics can do any type of screen printing and does quality embroidery work on shirts, sweatshirts, hats, hoodies, and more. Call 475-3770 for All American Graphics, 1202 North State Highway 7 at the end of the AA Highway in Grayson for custom screen printing and embroidery.
If you're in need of a new or used Chrysler, Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, or Jeep, the best place to go is Pure Country Automotive in Grayson and Ashland. Pure Country Automotive has something for everyone and every budget. Their goal is to help people all over the tri-state area find the vehicles they will be able to enjoy for years to come. And the folks at Pure Country Automotive will make sure you have a great customer service experience. New or used, you'll find what you need at Pure Country Automotive, C.W. Stevens Boulevard in Grayson and US 60 in Ashland.
Primary Plus Grayson believes in sharing its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health for the entire family, offering primary care, pediatrics, women's health, counseling services, and an on-site pharmacy all under one roof. Primary Plus Grayson is happy to welcome a new team to their growing family, including pediatrician and internal medicine physician Dr. Kelly Trent, family health nurse practitioners Dawn Jordan and Kelly Sparks, and physician assistant Chris Horde. Primary Plus Grayson, 645 Interstate Drive, always welcoming new patients. Learn more about Primary Plus, its medical team locations, and more at primaryplus.net.
Back here in Grayson as we get you set for semi-state soccer matchup as East Carter and Bishop Brossart getting ready to get things underway on a very cold night here in the heart of the Parks, Grayson, Kentucky. Big thanks to our sponsors for this evening. As, of course, always aboard with us and so thankful for all the support we get from them. Clark's Pump and Shops, A&A Porta Potties, River City's Builders, Stoltz Pharmacy, First National Bank, All-American Graphics, Pure Country Automotive, Primary Healthcare, plus Grayson Sporting Goods, Johnny's Pizza, Smithfield Foods, State Senator Robin Webb, Malone Funeral Home, Ashland Community and Technical College, Clark's Pump and Shop. Back after this for the starting lineups after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
When you shop Grayson Sporting Goods, you're supporting a great family-owned business with new owners and team sales. To celebrate, Grayson Sporting Goods has a big sale on sportswear. Get all your Little League and high school gear, including high school spirit wear. Grayson Sporting Goods also does embroidery and vinyl transfers. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5, and Saturday, 10 to 3. Check with Grayson Sporting Goods for extended seasonal hours.
Johnny's Pizza, 117 West Main Street in Grayson, is a small, non-chain restaurant with more than just pizza with great dough and sauces. Johnny's also has wings, subs, pastas, salads, baked potatoes, fries, onion rings, buffalo chips, pickle chips, calzones, iced coffee, milkshakes, and more. And Johnny's dressings are homemade. The friendly staff, great service, and a menu unlike any other pizza place. You'll see why Johnny's is the best. Johnny's Pizza, 117 West Main Street in Grayson. Check them out on Facebook.
Smithfield Foods in in Grayson is a proud community partner, taking pride in providing a safe and friendly environment for their workers and for the community. Smithfield Foods is always ready to support our growing community any way they can. Smithfield Foods is the world's largest pork processor and hog producer, and they're committed to providing good food in a responsible and environmentally safe way. Proud to be a part of the community. Smithfield Foods in Grayson.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
Back here in Grayson, ready for our starting lineups for the Girls State Soccer semi-state round here in Grayson. Let's start first with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Bishop Brossart Mustangs, 13-8-4, the winners out of Region 10. They'll be in the white jersey tonight with the green bottoms and the green numerals and letters across the front. Let's take a look at the starters for the visiting Mustangs. It'll be Lauren Gooderson, Claire Hummel, Hannah Kramer, Caitlin Kramer, Caitlin with two different spellings, Kramer, but it's all pronounced Kramer, by the way. You've got Abby Lloyd, Jill Plano, Emma Sanfus, Avery Schaefer, Brooke Shoemaker, and Rachel Shoemaker. For the Raiders, Region 16 champions, back-to-back seasons, 16-6-1. They defeated Russell 5-2 in the region championship matchup Saturday night over at Greenup. In the net tonight for the Raiders, it's Braylee Boggs. And here's your starting lineup for East Carter. Lindsey Bush, Gracie Davis, Emerson and Ashlyn Elliott, Ruby Johnson, Madeline Moore, Olivia Caesar, Ellie Thomas, and Addison Tiller. East Carter in the red tops with the blue stripes, white numerals on the front and the back. Cold night here in Grayson, as it was as cold as we've seen as a number on the thermostat since 1989. But it is a cold night, to say the least. As they'll get their fist bumps and get things ready to go here. Winner will move on to Thursday's round, and we'll play Lexington Catholic at Lexington Catholic. Lexington Catholic defeated Highlands 5-0. So we'll get ready to get things underway here in just a few moments. Again, our sponsors scrolling across the bottom of our screen here. Appreciate everything that we've gotten from our sponsors and all the great folks here in the area of Grayson that jumped on here to support our local athletes. About ready to get things rolling here to start things off for the semi-state round here in Grayson. So the Raiders will possess the ball first. They will work it from left to right as I view it. We're missing the Raiders goalie, Braylee Boggs. She's over on the sideline, not certain what she's going through, but here she comes. Kinsley Rutledge there in your screen. She provided the chip shot to push the Raiders into the championship round, and here we go. Rutledge, here's Caesar, tries to touch it down the near sideline. Ball dropped backward. Caesar in a physical battle already on the near sideline. Brossart plays a through ball, pushing it down there as Plano. She's trying to get a look at the goal. She's tangled up in the box, and a whistle and a foul against Bishop Brossart. So a kick coming for the Raiders as Tiller, those blue cleats, puts it in the air. It's one out of the air on the near sideline by Kramer. It's a throw-in for the Raiders. Caesar brings it up the near sideline. Rutledge plays it off of her head. Brossart steals it away at midfield. Now it's a 2-on-1. Gracie Davis trying to take it away. Now Caesar applying the pressure. There's Tiller on the back row. It's kicked out. It's a throw-in for the Mustangs. Coming up and doing the toss is Schaefer. Now ball rolled down inside the box, and Boggs will just scoop that one up. So Brossart has been the aggressor here early. A good boot there by Boggs out of the box. Doesn't make it quite to midfield. Mustangs will reverse field. Now bring it back into the center. That's to Kramer. Kramer tries to play a through ball, but gets too much on it, and there's no one home. So Boggs goes out to the center of the box, sends this one to the skylight. Thomas plays it off of her head, but there's no one there. Now Davis plays it ahead, looking for Thomas. Thomas trying to play it off to the far side to Elliott. There's Lindsey Bush applying pressure. It's kicked out of bounds. It's a Raider throw. And they're going to make Bush throw it again and back up a little bit behind midfield. It's intercepted on the far sideline. It was out of bounds when it was intercepted, so it's going to be a throw-in for Brossart. Here's Elliott turning it back upfield. Ball rattles around on the back row. Making a run there off the far side is Sanfuss. And it's out of bounds on the far side. Throw in for the Mustangs. Try to chip one toward the box. It doesn't make it in as it's blocked. Here's a ball poked through the edge right outside the 18. East Carter tries to turn it upfield. It's intercepted again. The Mustangs will play it down in the near side corner. And then Rutledge just booms it out of bounds, and it's a throw-in for the Mustangs. Good throw down into the box. Tiller steps to and knocks it away. Brossart being the aggressor here early on. The ball sit down toward the box. Tiller tries to turn it away, but the Mustangs are right there once again. Now ball out toward Ellie Thomas's feet. She'll cross it off to Elliott on the far sideline. Here go the Raiders with their first run tonight. Elliott trying to center it up. Brings it out to Thomas. Thomas settles at her feet. A nice little piece of footwork. Brings it near side Rutledge, but it's swatted away. Lloyd with the takeaway. Now the Mustangs trying to get a run out. There's Bush that'll just send it over into the far sideline. And it'll be a throw-in for the Mustangs. Ball being possessed out near midfield, trying to find a run. Nothing happening there as Thomas steps to. Ball's taken away from her. Now Bush playing with it over on the far sideline. Here's a ball crossed across the 18. Caesar intercepts it, but then loses the possession of the ball. Here's Plano. Takes it off to the left side, and right there is a nice grab by Boggs in the box. We'll take another look at that one real quickly. A good look by the leading scorer of the Mustangs. But Boggs gets her mitts in it and keeps it a scoreless affair. Here's Caesar. Attaches it back out toward midfield. Now a ball pushed down toward the box. Giving her a chase there, Sanfus. Tiller working on the back line. East Carter sends it away for the moment, but Lloyd steps to. Caesar swept off her feet, and a foul against Bishop Brossart. So a free kick coming up for East Carter. Thomas working near side. She's got to drop to Caesar if she needs it. Instead, Lloyd will just boom it over top of the Raiders' defense. They've got it on the feet of Sanfus. She takes it to the left edge. She'll put it on the left leg. It's beat away. It's out of bounds. We'll take another quick look at that one. A good run down the far side. And Boggs got her mitts on it, knocked it away, and it's going to be a corner kick coming up for Bishop Brossart. As Abby Lloyd. Good ball across the box, and it's headed away. So it's a goal kick for the Raiders. So 7 minutes, almost 7 minutes into this one. We're still scoreless, but Bishop Brossart has been on the attack. There's a ball trickling back here to the near sideline, right in front of me. They'll reverse it back to Claire Hummel. Now the Mustangs will try to switch fields, and Elliott takes it away. She's got Thomas out in front. Rutledge with relief. They'll chip it across the top, looking for Thomas. She's got a double team on her, though. And then the goalkeeper for Brossart comes out of Lauren Gooderson and scoops it up. First time that she's had to put her hands on the ball. 50-50 ball out near midfield. Settling it off her chest there was Caitlin Kramer. Here's a run out once again. Sanfus with a slow roller, and it's wide right that time. So Brossart has had 2 looks at the net, both of them going wide. One left, one right. And it'll be a goal kick for the Raiders. Let's take 30 seconds and go side by side with a message from Clark's Pump and Shops.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever.
But Clark's Pump and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
Approaching 9 minutes gone here in this one. Tiller sends that one out of the box. It's over to the far side. Elliott tries to play it. Now Bush will send it up toward midfield. Was trying to get it up to Thomas, but they've got her boxed in right now. There's Emerson Elliott working with the ball. It's poked out of bounds. It's a Raider throw-in. Lindsey Bush will toss it down the far sideline. There's Elliott. Rolls it up to her sister. She'll cross through. Had it at her feet for just a moment, and then there's 3 white jerseys around her as it's swatted away, and the Mustangs will start their approach again. They'll play it ahead to Sanfus. She chips it off to the far side. Playing a through ball, and a nice step to there by Caesar. There's Thomas out near midfield. Plays it off of her head. Here's a 50-50 ball with Elliott and Shoemaker. Tiller trying to clear it out. Now Maddie Moore has it. There's Elliott. Plays it off to Elliott. It's intercepted, though, on the pass attempt. They're going to try to play it down to Plano, and it's a infraction against her, so back to the Raiders it comes. Now we got an inadvertent whistle is what the call was, so they just drop it in and we play on. Here's Gracie Davis, kicks it to the outside line here, right next to our broadcast position, so Claire Hummel will toss it in. Looking down toward Plano, she'll try to force it off of her head down in the corner. It's out of bounds. Caesar will throw it in. Trying to get a run down the near sideline, a ball coming right toward us. It's out of bounds. And tossing it in will be Avery Schaefer. There's Plano. Thomas applying pressure. Brossart will drop and reverse it. Now Shoemaker takes it to the far sideline. Gets it up now to the feet of Schaefer. They'll play it back down into the near side corner. Lloyd giving chase. It's out of bounds. And a throw-in, or excuse me, a goal kick coming up for the Raiders.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying.
Down into the right or the left corner now, as Sanfus tries to give chase, and it's boomed out of bounds off of Addison Tiller. And who touched it last? Which way are we going with it? It's going to be a throw-in for Bishop Brossart. And a whistle and a stoppage for a push in the box. That's a upcoming penalty kick for Bishop Brossart. So with 28-25 to play here in the opening half, we're going to get a PK, and it's going to be Caitlin Kramer that will go at Braley Boggs. So we'll wait for the official to give the signal for the kick. As number 21, Caitlin Kramer will try to put her team up 1-0. Boggs dancing around there in the net, ready to go. And she sends it wide. So a big miss there gives East Carter another reprieve from this ferocious Brossart attack that's been here in the first half. So now Addison Tiller trying to get up underneath one, and again, not getting the carry that you're accustomed to seeing due to this cold night. That ball does not want to flex like it typically does. Here's Emerson Elliott. Touches it off to her sister on the far side. She'll curl it back into the center of the field. Looking for Thomas. Thomas down the center, trying to play a run out to her. She's got two players around her, and they just take it off to the far sideline again. They've made it clear they're going to keep her guarded heavy and often. Throw in for the Raiders on the far sideline. Ruby Johnson steps two, looking for Thomas, but can't find the connection. Here's a ball coming near sideline. Essie Kaiser into the ball game, her first action tonight. Here's a ball off of the head. Rutledge tries to step two. She kicks it out of bounds. Throw in for the Mustangs. Claire Hummel hands it off to Avery Schaefer, and the captain will toss it forward. It's off the head of Rutledge, out of bounds. Another throw in for the Mustangs. Cold and breezy night here in Grayson. Now Tiller giving chase, working there on Sanfus. They'll cross it across the face of the goal, and it's kicked out of bounds, and a goal kick coming up for the Raiders. Let's go side by side and a message from Stoltz Pharmacy.
To the Greenup location, Stoltz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stoltz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stoltz Pharmacy.
Ruby Johnson clears it out to the far sideline. Another throw-in coming for the Mustangs. A big thanks to all of our sponsors here tonight. You can see those scrolling across the bottom of your screen. There's a ball at the feet of Shoemaker. She dribbles it down inside the box. It pinballs around. A ball down inside the box, and Caesar tries to clear it. And then turning to the near sideline as Lloyd tried to swing it. She lost her shoe and her shin guard. And then the Raiders clear it for the moment. Now Rutledge touches it up the near sideline. Giving chase is Ellie Thomas. Mustangs defensive line will control. Raiders with 2 on at the ball. There's Caesar who swipes it away. She gets popped to the ground, and a whistle and a foul. And it's going to be a free kick for the Raiders coming up. There's Tiller that sends one down toward the box, toward Thomas. It's rolled out of the far sideline, or the near sideline, excuse me, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Raiders. Olivia Caesar will come up to do the throw. Working it to Thomas. Thomas touches it back out to Kaiser. Kaiser steps on it, loses the handle on the ball, and now the Mustangs trying to play it out to a through ball. Plano coming heavy. Johnson will touch it down the near sideline, and in a nice play there up to Caesar. Caesar takes it away from 2 players, rolls it up the near sideline to Thomas. There's Caesar, saves it. She tried to cross it back across to the middle and kicked it off the back of Rutledge. And a throw-in coming for Bishop Brossart. Let's go side by side with River City's Builders. Mustangs with a nice run there, but could not come up with the connection, so they get a throw in off the far sideline. They've been the aggressor here in the opening nearly 20 minutes of this one, but they've had 3 looks at the goal, and they've gone every which way but in. 1 left, 1 right, and 1 over top on a PK. 11 minutes into this game. Here's a ball coming near side, trying to get it to Rutledge. Thomas steps 2. Rutledge giving chase. Now Caesar sends it into the center of the field, looking for Thomas. That's Emerson Elliott working on Mockenheimer. Trying to play it down in the corner to Plano. Lindsey Bush giving chase. Plano curls it back toward the box. Ruby Johnson takes it away, settles it, and sends it up the far sideline, but kicks it out of bounds. And another throw coming in for Bishop Brossart. Here's a ball across the front of the 18. Rutledge steals that one away. But right there with the pressure is Avery Schaefer on the back line. She'll bring it to the near side. Now they'll reverse fields and take it to the opposite direction. Lindsey Bush applies pressure but is beaten. Here's a ball back into the center. Feet get tangled up. We play on, no whistle. Ellie Thomas working with heavy pressure on her from Claire Hummel. Takes it out to Elliott. Elliott centers it back up. Ashlyn Elliott working with the ball, looking ahead to Rutledge, but a nice interception there. Now Caesar's going to have to backpedal. She'll take it away. Nice piece of footwork right here in front of us by Olivia Caesar. Looking toward Thomas, but Brossart is stepping toward every passing lane and taking them away. And then as the Raiders try to play it down to the near sideline, it's out of bounds. It'll be a throw in front of the Raiders fans. Another throw in coming. Claire Hummel. Ruby Johnson with a big swing of the leg down the middle, but only 3 white jerseys back there. Ellie Thomas could not get to it. Now Essie Kaiser in a physical battle, working near side. Here's Rutledge. Rutledge will turn it back toward the middle. It caroms off of a Bishop Brossart player down inside the 18, just outside the 18 now. Now see if the Raiders can apply some defensive pressure, getting the ball down to their offensive side. And a nice play there by Addison Tiller, but now the ball's over top of the defensive line. Sprinting down the near sideline is Shoemaker. Ruby Johnson playing a little bit of slide defense on her. She'll take it to the end line, try to roll across the front of the box, and no one can make the hook up. Now Emerson Elliott applying pressure. They'll drop it out to Meikenheimer. Rutledge turns it up the near sideline. Here comes Thomas, and it's poked out of bounds into the Mustangs fans as Brooke Shoemaker tosses it out. Caesar quickly into Thomas. A nice move there by her. She'll roll it ahead out to Rutledge. Rutledge giving chase, but she's out-sprinted by Claire Hummel. And the Mustangs back in possession of the ball. They'll bring it up near Plano. Trying to chase down Caesar. Caesar tries to curl it into the middle. There's nobody home. Now Johnson plays it off of her chest. Had it for just a second, but then Meikenheimer takes it away. Brossart had it for a second, and Rutledge working, and a whistle and a foul on Kinsley Rutledge for the shove. Past the halfway point here in the opening half. There's a nice roll up the far side of the box, but it's too stiff and out of bounds. And it'll be a goal kick for the Raiders. Let's go side by side with Ashland Community and Technical College.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Still scoreless here on a cold night in Grayson. Ball back across the 18, and that time it finds its way in. As Brooke Shoemaker pokes it through and makes it 1-0. Raiders have been flirting with danger on the back end of that offensive attack by the Mustangs, and they finally, on their fourth try, get one through. Here's Moore. Kicks it to the far sideline and out of bounds. We get a sub coming on for Bishop Brossart, and another quick throw in. .50-50 ball near midfield as Sarah Orgel had it for a moment. Raiders trying to play it up the far sideline. Now Ashlyn Elliott. Now there's Emerson Elliott. Touches it off to Thomas. Thomas makes a move right, comes back left. Now she'll take a big swing with the leg off to the left side. And for the first time, Gooderson has a real look toward her on a swing from the Raiders. And hauls it in and keeps it at a 1-0 game for the visiting Mustangs. Caesar out to Elliott. Elliott off the far sideline in front of her bench area, tries to play it back out toward her sister. Here's Thomas, settles it off her chest. She'll roll it down in the near corner. Rutledge giving chase, but there's two on there. Kirsten Kay saving it for the moment. And now the Mustangs turn it back into the center of the field. Trying to play it out now to Sanfus. On a run, Tiller giving chase. Tiller will turn it out to the near sideline to Davis, and I believe it was actually Sanfus that had that last goal. It was hard to see. There was a crowd of people that was right there in the area, but I believe that's who had that goal in the earlier mark. There's a ball turned back toward the box, but Essie Kaiser winning it off the hop. Rutledge gets tossed to the turf. We play on with no whistle. Thomas trying to give chase. Mustangs want to switch fields now. Bush intercepts it, now out to Elliott. Drops it off to her sister. Now back off to Bush, trying to play it off to Elliott, and it's too stiff. Now Caesar working on that back line on the far sideline. And a sub coming on for the Raiders as Essie Kaiser's off. Ruby Johnson's back in, and then Caesar will move from the far side to the near side. Inside of 15, almost 14 minutes left to go here in the opening half. 1-0 Bishop Brossart. And we'll get an inadvertent touch there by the official, so it'll be a drop ball in to the Raiders. So in soccer, if the official touches the ball, they stop the momentum for the moment, pick the ball up, drop it in. And then the team that was possessing at the time gets the ball back with the ball at their feet. So Boggs scoops this one up from the far edge. Ball off of a big hop. Thomas settles it out near midfield, tried to turn it, and it's swiped away again. They'll touch it out to Sanfus. And as East Carter tries to start a run, the back line for the Mustangs takes it away. Now it's over on the near side corner to Lloyd. Lloyd tries to turn it. Tiller plays it off of her chest and then swipes it back out near midfield. Now Thomas giving chase. Tiller has it to Sanfus. Sanfus now trying to push. They play on a physical battles. Will come near side over top of the head of Rutledge. Elliott applying pressure from behind, but the Mustangs moving the ball very effortlessly here in the first half of play. Nice step two there by Johnson. And it's out of bounds on the far sideline. It'll be a throw in for the Mustangs. Elliott. Nice job there. She's got Thomas out ahead. She'll roll it up toward Thomas. Thomas in a 2-on-1. Thomas gets it at her feet from the right side. Heavy pressure. She'll turn, drop it off to Elliott with a left foot swipe, and she missed it. Off the, looked like the side of her foot as she went toward the goal and didn't make good contact with it. So it's a goal kick coming up for the Mustangs. A big thanks to our sponsors tonight, Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, First National Bank, All-American Graphics, Pure Country Automotive, Primary Plus Healthcare, Grayson Sporting Goods, Johnny's Pizza, Smithfield Foods, State Senator Robin Webb, Malone Funeral Home, and Ashland Community and Technical College. Raiders trying to win it back out at midfield, but the Mustangs play it down the far sideline. Nice move off to the right side of the box as they turn it back to the left. And now Plano turns it back to the middle. Nice job there by Gracie Davis to knock it away. But nobody there except for Abby Lloyd. Now Davis comes near side with it, and it'll tumble out of bounds into the Raiders' fans, and it's a throw in for the Mustangs. And before Hummel can get it away, it's a throw in coming. And a sub on the far side coming in first. In is Kramer. Out goes Mackenheimer. Here's Plano, curling it from the left to the right. Working on Moore. A little slow roller out towards Sanfus, and she can't make the hook up. A scoop there by Boggs, and it stays 1-0. Ten minutes to go here in the opening half. And a whistle and a foul on Elliott, so a free kick coming for the Mustangs. Good ball down toward the box, and Boggs is able to get her mitts on it as the Mustangs had great opportunity there to poke another one in, but couldn't make the hook up. Ruby Johnson sends it downfield. Elliott giving chase. And the Mustangs turn it, but there's Tiller that settles it. Johnson plays it toward her, and then Tiller sends it to the far sideline. Working on Avery Hall now. He checks into the game for her first action. And she's got the position. She took the position for Ellie Thomas to check out, so that moves up Ashlyn Elliott to that striker position. Sanfus had it at her feet. Now they'll take it down to that far corner. They'll put it with the left foot, going back post, but overplays it way too far. Raiders possess it for a second, but then the Mustangs right back with it. Now Plano. Caesar gives her a little bit of pressure. Now they're going to reverse it all the way back out to midfield and try to switch fields. Back near side off to Hummel. Hummel lofts it forward out toward Lloyd. And a tangle we play on as Tiller and Lloyd got tangled up. Ball coming to the near sideline. Caesar will save it back in right in front of me. Now Rutledge settles it down at her feet, comes near side. And out of bounds, it's a throw in for the Mustangs. Approaching 7 minutes to play here in the halftime. Nice ball off of the head there by Plano. Lloyd trying to get it back to her. Now they'll roll it down to Plano just on the left side of the 18, and Caesar will poke it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in coming in for the Mustangs. Throw down toward the box. Rutledge takes a swing and comes up empty as it'll tumble across the line, and Plano will toss this one in. Tiller off of her chest, booms it out toward midfield, and the back line for the Mustangs takes it away once again. Rutledge touched that one with her hand as she fell. No whistle, we play on. That was as clear as day from this. The problem is the center judge, from the angle she went down, did not see it because it was from her back. And then Hall with a push off there, and that's against the Raiders. So a free kick coming up for Brossart. 6 minutes to play before halftime. There's Moore applying the pressure, working on Plano. She'll dribble to the right side of the box. A diving save. It rattles loose for the second, and the Raiders clear it. Now it's out to Elliott. She'll touch it off to Hall. Hall tries to play it back to her, but it's intercepted by Mockenheimer on the far sideline. Johnson pokes it out of bounds. A throw-in coming for the Mustangs as we approach 5 minutes to play here in the opening half. 1-0 Mustangs as they poked one in on the 22nd minute of action. And that's the only goal that we've had. They had four looks, one penalty kick, and two balls. It's gone wide right and left, but the fourth one found its mark. Here's Rutledge, chips it out toward midfield. And that Brossart defensive back has been stellar at best. Now Caesar with a nice interception. Tries to bring it to the near side and kicks it out right in front of us. Caesar tries to play it ahead, but Raiders had the possession, so subs coming in. So Caesar will toss it in once the ball gets ready to be put back in play. Essie Kaiser back on. Rutledge going off. And we'll have about 4 minutes and 15 seconds or so when we get the signal back to play, and here we go. Thomas back in the ball game as well. Moore. Here's a turn back toward Thomas, but that back row for the Mustangs clears it. Orgel turned it downfield for the moment. Now the Raiders trying to make a run. Elliott can't control it off her head. Moore working on Orgel at midfield. Now Bush chips it back toward the center of the field, trying to get it to a Raider offensive player. And now we're just playing ping pong with the ball 25 yards behind midfield on each side. Now Tiller tries to touch it off to the near side, and stepping through is Sanfus. Working on Tiller. Ball poked out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick coming up for Bishop Brossart, but they'll get a couple of players in first. And we'll get it right at about 3 minutes to go here in the opening half when this one goes airborne. Kramer has it on the turf. A big swing toward the back. Ball rattling around the 18, and Boggs will come out and scoop it up. Brossart wins it out of the air, but just across midfield, a 50-50 ball there that makes it over top of both players. Elliott possesses it for a second, trying to roll it out to her sister, Ashlyn Elliott, on the far sideline. The Mustangs defense takes it away. And a free kick coming up. Approaching 2 minutes to go here in the opening half. Good ball sent forward. Brossart trying to play it down in the corner and a kick it out of bounds. So a goal kick coming up for the Raiders inside of 2 minutes to play here in the opening half. Winner moves on to Thursday's game down at Lexington Catholic against Lexington Catholic. That's in the Elite Eight. And then the winners from that round will go into the state Final Four. And those games will be played at Frederick Douglass High School. Here's Caesar. Brings it into the center of the field, but there's nobody there but a white jersey. Now Caesar tries to step two, runs past the ball, and a whistle and a foul and a push-off. So Tiller will roll it up. And we'll try to get a good swing on the ball. See if the Raiders can get a run here before they go to half. Chip out toward midfield, but a header there by the Mustangs. Caesar battling near sideline. Sandfuss with a nice move, and she'll take it to the opposite side. Kramer turning up the far edge, trying to go across the back end line, and rolls it out of bounds, and a goal kick coming for the Raiders inside of a minute to go here before the break. So Tiller will take her time as she'll put this one in the air. 20 seconds to go. Can the Mustangs get another ball down toward the 18 and get a look? There's the ball toward the 18, but Bush turns it out of bounds on the far sideline. 10 seconds. Mustangs going to have to hurry if they're going to try to make a run on this one. Good throw down inside the 18. It's turned, and that's the end of the first half. 1-0, Bishop Brossart leading it here at halftime. They've had 4 looks at the goal, and their 4th one, they put it in the back of the net for the lead. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll break it down when we continue here at the halftime show on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
Malone Funeral Home, 325 Malone Lane, Grayson, takes pride in offering you the highest quality service and visitation in your time of need. From traditional services to competitively priced cremations, Malone Funeral Home can meet all your needs. Call 606-474-5126. Malone Funeral Home, 325 Malone Lane, Grayson. They're there when you need them. 606-474-5126.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration, that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Whether it's a snack when you're heading out or restocking when you're heading home, Clark's Pump and Chop is the winning stop. From drinks to our awesome crispy, crunchy chicken, Clark's has the best selection, the best prices, and the best staff you'll find anywhere.
Clark's Pub and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Halftime here in Grayson. Bishop Brossart leading East Carter 1-0. The lone goal coming off the foot of Emma Sandfuss at the 22-minute mark. and she has the Region 10 champions in front at the break. They've had 4 looks at the net. Their 4th one found its way through and into the back of the net. They missed wide left, wide right, went over the box from a PK at the 11-minute mark, and just past the halfway point of the first half of play, they finally find the back of the net, and they lead at 1-0 here at the break. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll continue our halftime coverage, and we'll get you ready for the second half of action. Bishop Brossart leading East Carter 1-0. Our coverage continues after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever.
But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stelz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stelz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stelz Pharmacy.
1-0 Bishop Brossart here at the break, as the lone goal coming in the 22nd minute for the visiting Lady Stings, as they try to pick up their 14th win of the season and move on to the round of 8 Thursday night down at Lexington Catholic, after Lexington Catholic defeated Highlands by a score of 5-0. Looking at the bracket, all other games in the girls' side played last night. Teams had options of playing either last night or today, so let's go through the bracket for you. Corbin defeats Estill County 5-1. It was West Jessamine over Prestonsburg 4-0, so Corbin and West Jessamine will play on Thursday. E-Town knocks off Marshall County 1-0. Owensboro Catholic defeats Whitfield Academy 5-1, so that game will play at Elizabethtown. Lexington Catholic awaits the winner of this matchup. And then on the bottom half of that bracket, it was Bowling Green over Henderson County 3-0, and South Oldham defeated Assumption 2-0. That game will play on the 21st at 6 p.m. up in Carroll County. Halftime here in Grayson. The visiting Stings leading this one 1-0. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half of action here on a cold night in the heart of the parks in Grayson, Kentucky, here at Bill Ticknor Memorial Soccer Field on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Jennifer Epperly, loan officer at First National Bank in Canonsburg. I personally invite you and all local businesses to visit our beautiful new building in Canonsburg on U.S. Route 60 next to the Walmart entrance. We offer many services including personal, mortgage, and business loans. First National Bank is locally owned by the McGuire family of Ashland and has been in business since 1902. We aim to give you the personal attention and best customer service there is to offer. Come inside, talk with us, and let us make you a part of the First National Bank family. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
If you need custom screen printing and embroidery work done, then you need to see the professionals at All American Graphics at the end of the AA Highway in Grayson. All American Graphics can do any type of screen printing and does quality embroidery work on shirts, sweatshirts, hats, hoodies, and more. Call 475-3770 for All American Graphics, 1202 North State Highway 7 at the end of the AA Highway in Grayson for custom screen printing and embroidery.
If you're in need of a new or used Chrysler, Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, or Jeep, the best place to go is Pure Country Automotive in Grayson and Ashland. Pure Country Automotive has something for everyone and every budget. Their goal is to help people all over the tri-state area find the vehicles they will be able to enjoy for years to come. And the folks at Pure Country Automotive will make sure you have a great customer service experience. New or used, you'll find what you need at Pure Country Automotive, CW Stevens Boulevard in Grayson and US 60 in Ashland.
Primary Plus Grayson believes in sharing its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health for the entire family, offering primary care, pediatrics, women's health, counseling services, and an on-site pharmacy all under one roof. Primary Plus Grayson is happy to welcome a new team to their growing family, including pediatrician and internal medicine physician Dr. Kelly Trent, family health nurse practitioners Dawn Jordan and Kelly Sparks, and physician assistant Chris Horde. Primary Plus Grayson, 645 Interstate Drive, always welcoming new patients. Learn more about Primary Plus, its medical team locations, and more at primaryplus.net.
Second half of action getting ready to get underway here in Grayson of this semi-state girls soccer state championship game, with Bishop Brossart leading East Carter by a score of 1-0. James Carter, happy to have you along with us here tonight on Cool TV. Our camera operator this evening is Mason May. Raiders in the red jerseys, Bishop Brossart in the white. And the Mustangs, they pretty much controlled the action on their offensive side of things much of the first half. And here's a header off of the leading scorer of Jill Plano down into the box, but Boggs scoops it up and sends it away. East only had a couple of shots on goal the entire first half of action. Brossart trying to play it up toward midfield. Ruby Johnson sends it forward, trying to play it up to Ellie Thomas. Brossart has pretty much boxed her in with 2 to 3 players every time the ball has gotten anywhere near her. They've made it very clear that they're not going to give her a clean look at the ball if they can do anything with it. Here's Ashlyn Elliott looking for a chip shot up to Emerson Elliott. Bush chasing forward on the near sideline. Plano takes it through, plays it up to Sanfus. She's got to run off the right side of the 18. Tiller giving chase. So it's a throw in. Should have been a handball down in the box. There's a ball chipped toward the back corner, and it's a little bit high and wide. Ball stays in as it rolls all the way across the back in line. Brossart will cross it across the front of the 18. Now out to Ashlyn Elliott. Elliott takes a stab, looking across the middle, but again, another defensive stand by the Mustangs. Now ball caroms off of a player and comes near sideline. Elliott back in control of it again. As she tries to play it forward, it's stolen away off of a Bishop Brossart player though, so Bush will toss it in. And right there's Caitlin Kramer that knocks that out of bounds. Another throw in for the Raiders. Elliott. Sanfus settles it. Plano tries to chip it down toward the 18. Here's Elliott, settles at her feet. Out to Moore. Now Bush just lobs it out on the near side. Elliott takes a spill right here on the near sideline. It's throw in for the Raiders. Moore plays it off the big bounce. Kylie Kramer wins it out of the air for the moment. Mustangs playing keep away from the Raiders' offensive attack. They have beaten the Raiders consistently to the ball through much of this first half and playing exactly as it did in the first half here in the second. Nice move there on the far sideline. Tiller, step two, missed the ball, and a big swing of the leg that goes wide and out of the back of the end line. It's a goal kick coming up for East Carter. Throw in coming on the near sideline as the Mustangs will push up once again. Throw down toward the box. Nice play off of the head of Plano. But a nice play there by Tiller to turn it away. Bush will send it up to the near sideline. That's to Elliott. Now she's got it out to Emerson Elliott and a through ball out to Thomas. Thomas on a 2-on-1 on the run up the near sideline. Thomas settles it at her feet just outside the 18 and then loses possession of the ball. It's taken away on that back row again, but the Raiders offense pushes up. Here's Rutledge trying to touch it through to Elliott but can't get the connection. Rutledge working on it on the far sideline to make a takeaway right there in front of the Mustangs bench. It's poked out of bounds over top off of Lloyd. So another throw coming for the Raiders. Here's Elliott trying to settle it with her left foot. Here's Caesar. Bishop Brossart trying to make a run up the far sideline. Tiller dropping back. She'll turn it away from Sanfus. And it's going to be a throw on the far sideline. And a throw in for the Raiders on a ball rolling out the far sideline. Boggs with a save. Thomas tries to settle it out near midfield. Can't make the connections. The ball caroms off of her foot too stiff. Now Davis brings it off to Elliott. Elliott tries to play it forward. It's a handball, and it comes late. But it comes. So Tiller will come up and try to send it forward. Tiller, a good boot down just outside the 18. It's off the head and out of bounds. It's a Raider throw-in on the near sideline. And that's Ashlyn Elliott that'll toss it in. She's got to drop to Moore. She wants to go down toward the box. Thomas doesn't give chase. And the Mustangs will just turn it. Lindsey Bush tries to win it off of a hop. She's working on Sanfus, who puts it on the left foot and plays it ahead to Plano. Tiller trying to turn her toward the sideline, slams on the brakes. Ball tipped, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Bishop Brossart. Let's go side by side with Clark's Pump and Shops.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever.
But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
So Bishop Brossart adds to its lead. It's now 2-0 with 30-16 to play here in the ball game. A ball that rolls right across the front of the box, and they were able to stick that one in. Brossart trying to make another run. Here's Plano. She'll poke it up to the near sideline. And it's a throw in for Bishop Brossart. Big throw down into the box. We'll turn it across the front of the 18. Tiller moves it out with her head. Now Johnson working it up to Elliott. And now she'll kick it over top of the defensive line, but it's out of bounds. Playing through there with Shoemaker. Now Moore. Plano working on Bush. Nice move there by her. She keeps it on her feet. Rolls it off into the middle. Raiders trying to clear it away from the 18. There's 3 players on. We've got players down all over the place, and it's Elliott with the ball. She'll touch it off to her sister. She settles, replaces her. Trying to play it up now to Thomas. It's played off of a head on the back line. Elliott looking back toward the middle. Now Johnson wants to cross it across, but it's redirected at midfield. Here's Emerson Elliott, rolls it off to Ashlyn. Now right back to her on her feet, makes a nice step through. She'll leave it off to Thomas. Thomas turns it back to the left, went to take a swipe, and there was nothing there. And then 4 white jerseys snags it away. Tiller settles it at midfield, but they said she touched it with her hands, so it's an inadvertent handball, and it's a free kick coming up for Bishop Brossart. Now Rutledge trying to play it through up to Thomas. Elliott on the near side, but she can't get there either. And it's going to be a Raider throw in. Lindsey Bush will toss it in for the Raiders. Here's Moore in a physical battle. Back to Tiller. Big left foot there up to Thomas. Thomas settles it off her chest. A push in the back. We play on. Thomas knifing her way through, and she just got shoved down. She's seen that before. She took a nasty spill Saturday night, in which it cost her to have to leave the ball game. So Bishop Brossart is going to build a wall. As Elliott will get ready to send it toward the net. No, excuse me, that's not Elliott. Yes, it is. Excuse me. I couldn't see the number. The hair was blocking her jersey. So Ashlyn Elliott just outside the 18. A chip toward the box, and it's over top of the net. And a goal kick coming for Bishop Brossart. Big thanks to all of our sponsors that's on board with us tonight. Scrolling across the bottom of your screen, including Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, First National Bank, All-American Graphics, Pure Country Automotive, Primary Plus Healthcare, Johnny's Pizza, Grayson Sporting Goods, Smithfield Foods, State Senator Robin Webb, and a push in the back there takes Olivia Caesar off of her feet. Malone Funeral Home and Ashland Community and Technical College. There's a ball rolling just outside the 18. And out of bounds on the far sideline. A throw in coming in for the Mustangs. They lead it 2-0 here as we approach the halfway point of the second half. Caesar pokes it up the far sideline. Couple hops down to Boggs. She picks it up. And she'll boom it in the air coming near sideline. Brossart steps two. A nice ball played off into the middle there to Mockenheimer, but it corrals back near midfield. Now Moore with a takeaway, right at the feet of Plano. Now run toward the box, and there's Boggs that scoops it up. And Bishop Brossart has been ferocious with that defensive back line, as they have played it up all night long and really made things difficult on the Raiders. Here's Elliott. Plano turns and faces the goal. Pokes one through, trying to get a run out. Was searching for Kennedy Parks, but they couldn't make the connection. Now the ball's in Olivia Caesar's feet on the far sideline. Plano at midfield. Raiders slow it down for the moment. Up the far sideline, they'll try it. Now Thomas lets a player slide past. She's got 4 white jerseys around her. Here's Essie Kaiser. There's a big ball boom toward the back row of the Raiders defense. Tiller will let it settle at her feet. She'll split the two coming toward her. Sends it back toward Thomas. The defense for the Mustangs has been ferocious. Here's Mockenheimer winning it out at midfield. Kramer coming near sideline. She'll play it up the line. Lindsey Bush trying to play with her on the near side toe. She'll cross it across the 18. There was nobody there on the back post. Now Schaefer takes it down in that left corner. She's got 2 on. Back into Shoemaker. Now Plano. Here's Plano, fires it toward the goal, and a nice save there by Boggs. Take another look at that one. Great save there by Braley Boggs, and we stay at 2-0. Elliott tried to play it to her sister on the near sideline. It goes into the Mustangs sideline. Let's go side by side with Stoltz Pharmacy.
Delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stoltz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stoltz Pharmacy.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stoltz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James.
Here's Rutledge starting a run for the Raiders. Looking for Thomas, and again taken away as she's surrounded by white jerseys. And the Mustangs have it up that far sideline. They'll take it down into the corner. Olivia Caesar wins the battle there on the end line. Here's a ball rolled to the near sideline. Brossart settles it in the middle of the field by Mockenheimer. Now she lofts it down toward the 18, and Tiller comes in and lofts it away. Here's a ball sent through, but scooping it up with ease is Braley Boggs. As we've got just a little bit over 18 minutes to play in the contest. And it's a 2-0 lead for Bishop Brossart. Trying to advance on to Thursday night's round of 8 against Lexington Catholic. If they can hang on here tonight, Raiders need some mojo in a hurry. Thomas settles it at her feet. And as soon as that ball gets anywhere near her, she is blanketed with white jerseys. There's no doubt the scouting report from Andy Smith's team, keep it away from 6. And if she touches the ball, just build a wall around her. And that's what they've done this entire ball game. So a corner kick coming up for the Mustangs. And another corner kick coming up as that one's rolled out. So we'll try it again. Mockenheimer puts this one in the air. Plano touches it back to her. She'll send a big ball toward the far side of the goal, but it's out of bounds, and it's a goal kick coming up for the Raiders. Just inside of 17 to play here in regulation. Bishop Brossart with a goal in each half leads it 2-0. Elliott and Mockenheimer locked up there in a position battle. They're going to get Elliott on the hold, so it's a free kick coming up for I'm not certain. The official made a signal for the moment to stop the clock, and now we will get a stoppage. And we're going to reset. We're going to try to get the clock reset. 16:09 is what we've been told. Cold night here in Grayson. Raiders defending 16th region champs, defended their crown with a crazy battle in the semifinals over what was perennial favorite Ashland, winning it with 16 seconds left to go in the second golden goal period. And then battling their way through the championship game, 5-2 over Russell. Raiders trying to make a run. Again, back line there. Claire Hummel takes it away. Ellie Thomas tries to split the defense and gets upended. So a foul on Bishop Brossart, a free kick coming for the Raiders. And Addison Tiller will come up and see if she can send one toward the net. Good ball by her, but a one-hop right into the hands of Gooderson. High ball up into the skies. Essie Kaiser steps to. Now Elliott fighting for it. Thomas tries to corral it at her feet, but it rolls away from her. And here's a ball near sideline as Ashlyn Elliott will toss it in to Emerson Elliott. She'll get it right back. A chip shot toward the back line of the defense, toward Thomas. It doesn't make it to its intended location, and the Mustangs will just clear it deep. Sanford's trying to play against Bush. Bush can't find the ball as it tumbles out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Mustangs. Inside of 14 to go here in the ball game. 2-0, Bishop Brossart. We'll drop it back to Schumacher. Looking for Plano, but Emerson Elliott took it away, and here's a big ball down the center from Tiller, but all the way back to the goalie, and she just steps up outside of the 18 and fires it back toward midfield. Now Emerson Elliott looking for Ashland on the near side. It's intercepted again. Brossart has played the Raiders' passing lines with perfection almost tonight. Here's Plano working on Tiller. A back and forth battle as they push through, and we play through, no whistle. Rutledge. Now Thomas playing it off the right side. Got a 2-on-1, slams on the brakes, but pressure from behind takes it out of her feet. Subs coming in. Let's go side by side with ACTC.
that was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/find your career. Doubt, stress,
get a ball
anxiety.
turned toward the net there by Elliott, but a one hop right into the mitts of Gooderson, and we stay at 2-0. Here's Elliott down the center, puts it on the left, or on the foot to the left side, and can't make the connection. And it'll be a goal kick coming up for Bishop Brossart. Good look there at Brooke Shoemaker. Big swing of the leg out toward midfield. Caesar knocks it down. Davis rolling it off toward Rutledge on the far sideline. And it's out of bounds. It's a Raider throw. Rutledge surveying, looking for feet to toss it toward. And a one-touch and a turn. Looking for Sanfus. They can't get it to her. Moore turns it back downfield. But it's intercepted on the far line. Sanfus has it at her feet. Tiller comes up and snags it away for the moment, but Plano, a nice crossover, and across midfield she goes. She'll try to play it through out to Sanfus. It kicks off of Tiller and falls at Sanfus's feet. She'll go past Tiller just outside the box, trying to play it out to Plano, and it rolls into the midst of Braley Boggs. As we've got 10 minutes to go in the ball game, 2-0. Bishop Brossart leading East Carter. Here's Elliott, settles it at her feet, looking for Thomas. Poked away by Shoemaker. And we get a ball that connects with the official, so it's an inadvertent, or not just a ball that basically stops the possession. So what they do is they pick it up, they'll drop it back in and put it at the feet of the team that had the possession. So Brossart maintains possession. Ball rattling around near midfield. Tiller working on the back row. Turns it back up toward midfield. Right there's Hummel. Caesar locked up in a physical battle on the far sideline. It rolls out of bounds. Rutledge will toss it in for the Raiders. Inside of 9 to play. Raiders down 2-0. Giving chase there's Orgel. She'll bring it off near side to Ritter. Moore stepping 2, makes an interception. Now to Elliott with 2 around her. We'll try to reverse it. Tiller steps up. Now Elliott trying to lean. 3 red jerseys around the ball, and Plano coming away with it. There's Caesar tapping it up the far sideline. She keeps it in right in front of the check-in station. Raiders trying to send it down in the box, but there's nobody there for a run. And it'll be a ball picked up by Gooderson. Several subs coming in on the far sideline. Inside of 7 to play in the ball game. It's been Bishop Brossart in control much of the way in this one. They attacked early and often. Here's a ball turned across the 18. They drop it back to Kramer. Trying to get it down to Sanfus. She'll work it across the end line, and which one we got? We got a goal kick coming up for the Raiders. Breezy night here and very cold in Grayson here in this mid-October evening. There's Plano working with the ball at her feet. Heavy pressure, takes it to the right. A big swing of the leg, and that's over top of the goal and out of bounds. Let's go side by side with with A&A Porta Potties.
From your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you. When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist.
Yellow card against East Carter's Elliott. 5:14 to play in the ball game. Big swing of the leg down toward the box. And then a one-hopper scooped up there by Boggs on the back end. 5 minutes to play in the ball game. Raiders down by 2. Need some offensive mojo in a hurry against a team that has made offensive possessions few and far between the entire contest. Brossart, the champions out of the 10th region. East Carter, the defending 16th region champs. And tonight they have faced a battle against this Mustang team that has not allowed the ball to settle at their offensive players' feet very often. They've kept the defensive line on the back end busy. Now Sanfus turns it. A slow roller coming to the near side. Boggs will scoop that one up. Big swing of the leg out near midfield. It takes a hop over to the Raiders' offensive side of things, but there's nobody there. Essie Kaiser also now in the ball game for the Raiders is Kennedy Bowling. Elliott plays it off the head. There's Plano. Tried to poke it through. There's Lindsey Bush to knock it down for a second. Now it's at the feet of Kramer. She rushes it up the near sideline. There's a ball down toward the box. It's deflected by Tiller. Davis turns it to the far sideline, and Caesar will start it up to Rutledge. Rutledge in a sprint up the far sideline, trying to get it back at her feet. She does. It touches out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Raiders, and here comes 4 subs in for East Carter and 1 sub on for Bishop Brossart. Inside of 3 to go here in this one, this semi-state matchup between East Carter and Bishop Brossart, with the winner moving on to Thursday night against Lexington Catholic down in Lexington. And an illegal throw there on the Raiders. So we'll send it back to the Mustangs with 2.5 to play. Ball back up to Plano. Plano touching ahead to Sanfus. Sanfus working to the near side. Tiller pokes it away from her. It'll be a throw-in coming up for the Mustangs inside of 2 to go. So barring a miracle, Bishop Brossart's going to advance. They'll play Lexington Catholic Thursday night. And we got a player down for the Raiders. While we have a break in the action, a big thanks to all of our sponsors for this event. Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Stoltz Pharmacy, First National Bank, All-American Graphics, Pure Country Automotive, Primary Plus Healthcare, Grayson Sporting Goods, Johnny's Pizza, Smithfield Foods, State Senator Robin Webb, Malone Funeral Home, and Ashland Community and Technical College. Injury timeout. We'll take a break. We're back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
When you shop Grayson Sporting Goods, you're supporting a great family-owned business with new owners and team sales. To celebrate, Grayson Sporting Goods has a big sale on sportswear. Get all your Little League and high school gear, including high school spirit wear. Grayson Sporting Goods also does embroidery and vinyl transfers. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5, and Saturday, 10 to 3. Check with Grayson Sporting Goods for extended seasonal hours.
Johnny's Pizza, 117 West Main Street in Grayson, is a small, non-chain restaurant with more than just pizza with great dough and sauces. Johnny's also has wings, subs, pastas, salads, baked potatoes, fries, onion rings, buffalo chips, pickle chips, calzones, iced coffee, milkshakes, and more. And Johnny's dressings are homemade. The friendly staff, great service, and a menu unlike any other pizza place. You'll see why Johnny's is the best. Johnny's Pizza, 117 West Main Street in Grayson. Check them out on Facebook.
Smithfield Foods in Grayson is a proud community partner, taking pride in providing a safe and friendly environment for their workers and for the community. Smithfield Foods is always ready to support our growing community any way they can. Smithfield Foods is the world's largest pork processor and hog producer, and they're committed to providing good food in a responsible and environmentally safe way. Proud to be a part of the community. Smithfield Foods in Grayson.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
Back here in Grayson with a minute 29 that's still left to play, still attending to the injured player for the Raiders. So we'll go ahead and take another break for the injury timeout. Back for more after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Clark's Stop and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
Malone Funeral Home, 325 Malone Lane, Grayson, takes pride in offering you the highest quality service and visitation in your time of need. From traditional services to competitively priced cremations, Malone Funeral Home can meet all your needs. Call 606-474-5126. Malone Funeral Home, 325 Malone Lane, Grayson. They're there when you need them. 606-474-5126.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Whether it's a snack when you're heading out or restocking when you're heading home, Clark's Pump and Chop is the winning stop. From drinks to our awesome crispy crunchy chicken, Clark's has the best selection, the best prices, and the best staff you'll find anywhere.
Clark's Pump and Chop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Back underway here with Bishop Brossart in front 2-0. A ball rolled out of the back of the in line there, so it's a goal kick coming up for the Raiders as we approach 1 minute to play here in the ball game. Cold night in Grayson, and unfortunately for the Raiders, their season is going to come to a close here on their home field. 1 minute to go, and it has been Bishop Brossart from the word go as they attacked from every possible avenue and pretty much just ran around any time that the ball got near Ellie Thomas and just trying to build a wall around her. Big ball out near midfield, 25 seconds to play. There's a ball poked through, but there's Boggs on the back end. And that's your ball game. Bishop Brossart has defeated East Carter by a final score of 2-0. Bishop Brossart will advance on to Thursday night against Lexington Catholic in the Elite Eight. Bishop Brossart moves to 14-8-4 on the season. East Carter will close its season at 16-7-1. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up here tonight. Bishop Brossart victorious tonight in the semi-state round over East Carter 2-0. We continue when we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever.
But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stelz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stelz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stelz Pharmacy.
2-0 your final here, Bishop Brossart over East Carter, as they'll move on to the final 8, as they'll play against Lexington Catholic coming up Thursday night up in Lexington. So the Mustangs move to 14-8-4. East Carter closes the season at 16-7-1, and back-to-back 16th region champions. A big thanks to our cameraman tonight, Mason May, taking care of all the work on that. Did a fabulous job. And as well as all the great staff here at East Carter High School, and Tyler Walker and his crew, very appreciative of everything they do, as well as the administration here at East Carter. Again, your final score here tonight, Bishop Brossart 2, East Carter nothing. Mustangs on to the Elite 8 in the Girls Soccer State Championship. Thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of the 2022 Girls Soccer State Championship Semi-State Contest between East Carter and Bishop Brossart on the Cool Sports Network and Cool TV. Tonight's game has been brought to you in part by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River Cities Builders, Stoltz Pharmacy, First National Bank, All-American Graphics, Pure Country Automotive, Primary Plus Healthcare, Grayson Sporting Goods, Johnny's Pizza, Smithfield Foods, State Senator Robin Webb, Malone Funeral Home, and Ashland Community and Technical College. This has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Cool Sports Network and Cool TV.